Everybody, welcome to Beyond the Bell. I'm Zarian. Of course, I'm joined by Rich Stambolian. What's going on, Rich?
What's up, man? How's your Thanksgiving?
It was good. It was big. Very big.
Yeah.
Too big. Too big.
How many people did you have total?
About 400 people were here.
Oh, nice.
No, we had about 20-something.
Butterbean showed up.
Butterbean showed up. Yeah, all the old boxers from the 90s. That's all I had. No, I had like 20-something people here. I did not eat a thing. Can you believe that?
I believe it.
I was cooking all. Yeah, I mean, you do. I was cooking all day, and
Yeah.
by the time I sat down, I was like, I'm not even hungry anymore.
Mm-hmm.
How was yours?
It was good. It was fun. We had like 14 people. It was all family, and then I only had like a half a plate because again we were cooking all day.
Yeah.
Picking at stuff. The next day we went pretty hardcore with the leftovers, which was nice.
Yeah. So we did leftovers on Friday, and on Saturday we ordered Colombian.
Oh yeah.
We were just sick of the leftovers by like Saturday morning. I was like, you want to get Colombian? So we ordered Peruvian and this Peruvian Colombian place.
Oh, nice. Which one? The one on Northern?
Yeah, the one on Northern.
Nice.
It's very good. Very
Yeah.
good. Very, very good. I love a Peruvian chicken, like a rotisserie.
Oh yeah.
There's
Very
nothing
nice
better
and
than
tender.
there's nothing better than a Peruvian rotisserie.
Oh, 100%. What did we do? On Saturday, we went to a party and we brought a pasticcio from Mythos.
Oh, nice.
And brother, let me tell you, heaven on earth.
Yo, I love that stuff. Love it. A lot of wrestling also this weekend. Survivor Series obviously is the big story here.
It's fun.
You want to go into? Let's just go right into it.
Yeah. Could I ask you something?
Yeah.
So this is an interesting time of year for wrestling, like every single year, where and correct me if I'm wrong here. This is where a lull happens, right?
Normally, yeah.
There's like a lull and a little bit of wrestling burnout, right? Because this is like December. I feel like is always like a dead zone, you know. Like we're gonna do. Yeah.
It used to be more, right?
Yeah.
Like before they started doing War Games, because I think War Games definitely revitalized it for them. That like November moment. Because Survivor Series was like a nothing show, really, for a very, very long time.
Yes.
I would say it changed over like 2016, 2017. It kind of changed a little bit. But again, yeah, you're right. December is always a lull period. It was a TLC pay-per-view, which nobody really cared about at the end of December. You're really pretty much like, okay, are we going to Royal Rumble? That's what it is.
You're working for WWE at least. You're working towards Rumble, right? So like nobody's really going to change belts, you know, from now until like that show probably, you know. So
I don't know unless they change the way that their entire philosophy's changed. But I would say and it was not a great War Games. I did not like this War Games.
Really?
Did not like it.
Oh, tell me why. Let's go into it. So it was a quick show.
Yeah.
It was a quick show. You had 4 matches. So let's go into it. The women's match, Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, AJ Lee defeated Nia Jax, Lash Legend, the Kabuki Warriors, and Becky Lynch. What did you like about this match? What didn't you like about this match?
I think Rhea looked good. I liked seeing AJ Lee out there. The spot with Io Sky off the top of the cage, but that was a cute, you know, she couldn't get up, so Rhea put her up.
With the trash can?
With the trash can.
I love that spot.
That spot was great. It had good moments, but as far as a War Games match, I did not like this match.
Did you have the AEW Blood and Guts match in the back of your head while watching
I'm
this?
curious. I think maybe a little bit because the women's match was far better, but they also had a lot to work with versus what WWE is not allowed to work with. You know, that thing was violence and blood, and everybody was bleeding.
Glass and stuff.
Glass. It was a lot more smoke and mirrors in a smoke and mirrors match. This was more of a wrestling match. I just, as far as the War Games matches that they have done, would you, actually, this is a good question for the chat and our producer too. Would you say that the women's War Games match this year was the worst one that they had done to period?
Oh, interesting.
I would say so.
Me too.
What didn't grab you guys about it?
I was just sucked out. You go ahead. You tell us what you think.
Yeah, mostly, and I said this to you on the radio show with Andrew this week. I said, I think the Blood and Guts match took me out of this one. and them putting that blood and guts match 2 weeks before, I really was a good strategy because it did show the differences and kind of make it to, for me at least. I was like, well, I'm not getting into this match the way I could. Of course, I got in for the big spots, but yeah, you just couldn't get into it because I had that match in my head.
Okay.
I was not crazy about it. Now, the thing that didn't bother me was that the fact that there was no shark cage on top. A lot of people were upset over that. Balor Club guy in the chat room just said no shark cage. I wasn't affected by that. I think, the gimmick of the match, you can make it all work. I just don't think this worked as well. I really don't think it worked as well. But again, it's my perspective.
Now, what do you think the reaction would be from the audience that are so used to this version of WWE if they really went nuts and did those bloody spots like they used to?
They would regurgitate it. They would hate it. They would talk about how this is not what we do here. Yeah, it's flipped. It's listen, there was blood in the main event. Cody was bleeding, and so was CM Punk. I think some people are so tribal now at this point that they can't look past what their team is doing.
That's a good point. Up next, you had the Intercontinental Championship match. Dominic Mysterio defeating John Cena to win back the title. Now, I personally really, really enjoyed this match.
Me too. Very much liked it.
Cena's retirement run has been a blueprint for this is the best you're going to get out of a WWE match. And it's him. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah. Like, you take out all the nonsense they did with Dwayne out of it.
Right.
This guy had great match after great match for a year. He did his part. He put people over. You could really see that he wants to get a lot of the youth over.
Yeah.
I thought this was such a good match with Dominic. Now, did it need half the roster to come out and beat John Cena? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, of course. Super Cena, right?
I didn't hate it. They also played into the fact that John Cena is the only person that has no friends in this company.
Yes.
Finn Balor attacked him. JD McDonough attacked him. Roxanne Perez attacked him.
Yeah.
Raquel attacked him. Yeah. Liv Morgan attacked him. Plus, he has Dominic. It was a 7-on-1.
Yeah.
And he lost in the end, but it needed everything plus some more. I liked it. I enjoyed that, man. I had no problem with it. Listen, it's a spectacle. Wrestling is a spectacle. That is what WWE is. But I was watching this with the kids, right? I was watching with the kids and Jess.
Okay.
This is unrecognizable from 5 years ago.
Yes.
This company is unrecognizable. It is so the production is unbelievable, right?
Yes.
But I always thought it was insane when people were like, "Oh, it's too much good production." It's a little too much good production for me. It looks so crisp and clean and nice, and the light, everything is so perfect with that. They do that what people call like that 8K shot.
It's gorgeous.
It's that bokeh effect with a whole. I don't even know what they do. It almost looks like it's anime. And I'm watching that, and it's Nikki Bella, right? It was the Nikki Bella match, and I'm like, oh, it kind of exposes the telenovela aspect of pro wrestling now.
Yeah.
Like it's so in your face where you could see everything so defined. I don't know. I have my gripes about WWE and what they do. I understand it is for a very different group of people watching, not me.
Yeah.
I am not their target demo anymore. I could see that. I could still appreciate it and enjoy it, but I could also say, hey, this is not targeting me anymore. My kids freaking loved everything about the show.
Yeah.
Loved everything about the show. And guess what? They should be loving it. My daughter should not be sitting there and saying like, well, that opener for the women's War Games match, it was a 2.5-star match.
Right. Now, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Do you think it would be like for fans like us? Do you think it would benefit WWE, or would you want to see WWE do a more wrestling centric show like that hot pocket of 2014, 2015 NXT?
They have spoken about that. in the past. I don't think they're gonna. I think now it's possible for them to do this, where they could be like, "Hey, you guys want a wrestling show? We'll do a wrestling show."
Right, and
you
just
want
have...
like one wrestling show, and this is what we do. And then I'm telling you right now, it will do terrible in viewership. It'll do terrible engagement, and they'll turn around and say, "Well, you see, people don't want to watch wrestling. They want to watch whatever the fuck this is now."
Right, the big,
and they'll
the
be
big
correct.
show.
Yeah,
for lack of a better word.
Yeah, and they'll be correct. I thought this was a great match. The John Cena, you want a WWE main event, big time main event match. This is it. This is how they do it. This is the chemistry behind it. This is the blueprint with their blueprint, essentially, right? John Cena.
Right.
I loved it. I thought it was great. It was a fun match.
It's a shame that this feud can't continue too, because I think out of all of the Cena final matches, like, I do want to see more of him and Dom.
Well, he also, like, at the end of this run, he kind of got in the groove finally, John.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, that the match with Sami Zayn was great on SmackDown. This match was fantastic. He's been in a good groove.
Yeah.
And again,
so
is he retiring forever? I really do not believe at all that he is retiring forever.
His last date is December 13th, right?
Yeah.
So about 2 weeks from now, 12 days from now, whatever.
Yeah.
11 days. Do you see him possibly entering the Royal Rumble? As like
no.
And like a big swerve where he's just like, you know what? I'm gonna win the Rumble one last time. Here we go.
I mean, unless it's a big swerve, and yeah, I think that would be that would really swerve everybody. But yeah. I think he'll be done for a while. Maybe he'll come back for that Saudi show. But I can't. Nobody retires forever. And with all that money being thrown at you, and if you're still able to go, like, unfortunately for Steve Austin, that Saudi deal happened far, too late in his decision making to come back. He did the thing with Kevin Owens. He was great in that, but that was a smoke and mirrors match.
Yeah.
I would love to see two more of those.
Oh yeah, absolutely. What else do we have? We had WWE Women's World Championship. Stephanie Vaquer, the champion, defeated Nikki Bella to retain the title.
This was not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's and I don't know. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was the placement of this. The crowd was not really into it. I think everybody knew that Nikki was losing. Maybe that also played a part in it, but she was off. Like, there was something off, and I don't ever knock talent like that at all, and I'm not knocking her. Something was just off that, and she's solid. I mean, she's done great. She's improved tremendously, but I don't know what was going on here. I was out of this match. It did nothing for me. Yeah, really, the moment is the devil's kiss. That's what everybody wants to see. They want to see entrances, and they want to see the devil's kiss.
Right. Two things.
That's it. That's all people want to see on the show.
And your main event was the men's War Games match. The Vision, Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, Logan Paul, Drew McIntyre, and Brock Lesnar with Paul Heyman defeated CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, Jimmy Uso, Jey Uso, and Roman Reigns. Who was that masked man, Andrew?
Austin Theory, it seems.
Okay.
It's Austin Theory.
Is that what's been coming out? See, I didn't see any follow-up stuff. So is that what's coming out, that he's going to be the next part of the Vision?
Well, he was supposed to be in it, but when I believe he was supposed to be in this match, but because of an injury, I don't know. I can't remember, but I guess he's the next person in the Vision. I don't know. Paul's really big on Austin Theory.
The person who came out seemed like he was a little on the big side, right? Like, tall-wise. It made me think it was Grayson Waller.
Oh.
So,
I mean, that'd be a fun swerve too.
How did you like this match?
I liked the match. It was a big, like, display match. I did not like that they started doing the yeet right in the middle of the match. I did not like that.
That he ran back his intro?
He ran back the intro. But again, everybody loved it. So
crowd loves it.
The crowd loves it.
So what do you want out of wrestling now for WWE? You want great intros and a couple of really good spots in a match, right? Like,
I want them to go. Like,
2016
was a great time for them.
Yeah.
2016, 17, really solid. That Drew McIntyre run would have been something much larger than it was if the pandemic didn't happen. You know, they go through these moments, and right now they're in a weird moment again. They had a solid couple years. They had a solid 5 years. And now they're back at a weird spot where they got to figure out what they're going to do next to keep it fresh. I think the match was fine, the War Games match. I didn't like the finish. The finish was so lackluster.
Okay. Yeah, this was a good big boy match.
It was a big boy match. It was fine.
Mm.
Very short, very easy to watch. I mean, obviously, if it was a little longer the show, then I think there would be far more criticism. But it was so easy to watch. But here's what I picked up from this. So they're going with Braun Breaker and CM Punk, right? That's going to be at which show? MG? Is that at the?
It's on our list, but no, it's January 15th or January 5th.
Yeah, the January 5th show. That's going to happen there, which they set up for, obviously. And are they going to go back to Roman and Cody again?
I wouldn't mind that, but to headline what, WrestleMania, Rumble, like what
WrestleMania.
Are we doing? Yeah, I don't know. They did it. The 2 times they did it worked perfectly.
Yeah, this would be the 4th. Remember, they did the tag too.
That's right. Yeah,
this would be their 4th match.
I don't know. See, this is where it gets a little, as from my perspective, and I think you too, like this is where it gets a little murky, where it's like, are you gonna keep running this program back? Like, and I feel like WWE has that habit of really, they like to shove stuff down your throat sometimes, like for example, that CM Punk Drew McIntyre feud, in my opinion, a little too long.
Was it the feud or was it the bracelet?
It was the feud. I think the feud was a little too long, like a little too much back and forth. I think with this too, like I think you can save that for a future date, not immediately. Because these guys like need bigger opponents. You need to move people up.
Yeah.
And I think Cody feuding with somebody who's up and coming is a little better than seeing him and Roman again.
Yeah, I would like to see him with someone else. I don't know if you need Roman and him, but maybe they do it at Survivor. Maybe they do it at Royal Rumble. Maybe they do it at another place. I don't know. I'm curious though. See what they do here. I'm curious what Brock does.
Right? Is Brock done or is he showing up? Like, what's his deal?
I think he's back for whatever he's back for.
Well, he's in that WrestleMania promo, so I think it's a good guess he's going to be around.
Yeah, but if he's not working with Cody or Roman or Punk, like where do you place him?
Well, what about this? See, this would be more intriguing. Let's say you had a 3-way, Cody, Roman, and Lesnar headlining WrestleMania.
I honestly thought that they would be doing Punk, Cody, and Roman.
Okay.
I thought they were going to go there because that you really haven't seen that at all with each other. Like you haven't seen that singles with Punk and Cody. You haven't seen that singles program between Punk and Roman. You haven't seen it in WWE between Punk and Cody. Maybe if you could do something where I don't know. I would you have 3 faces doing this? I don't know.
Well, it also seems like Punk is going to lose that belt to either Braun Breaker or Logan Paul.
I think it should be Logan Paul.
Like they're alluding to that. And it also seems like Punk is eating it up.
I'm sure. Yeah, he seems like he's having a great time.
Yeah.
I did find something very interesting, though. Right when the show was happening, WrestleVotes from our very own here at Fightful, WrestleVotes, put out a tweet saying that there was a lot of politicking and a lot of back and forth happening over who's going out when in the main event.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Then Hunter came out during the post show and said, and just spit everywhere. He brought up the fact that there was a lot of politicking and angling happening.
Okay.
I'm like, that's odd. Are you addressing that because there was the post that was put out and you thought it'd be fun to lean into it, or did you feed this story?
Maybe a little of both, right?
Probably a little of both.
Well, you heard how they they trolled the guy who was taping the arena from his apartment.
Oh, with all the other videos and stuff?
With Edge's intro and Austin's intro. Like they were testing the Tron, and this guy posted it on the internet, and it was just WWE trolling this poor guy.
They do that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
They do that all the time.
Here's a good question from the chat or statement. Does Braun Breaker win the Rumble?
He has a title shot before the Rumble.
Okay.
Yeah, he might already have the title then.
He might already have the title, but then I'm thinking, I'm like, are they going to go back to him? That would be an interesting way to go back if he does win it. I think he should win it. I think he's one of those guys that could definitely win it. I think he'd be that guy's going to be the future world champion within the next 2 years.
When was the last time you saw a shocking world title win? I can very much remember the first time Randy Orton won that title.
I don't know. Who would it be?
I think he was like 22 or something like that.
He was young. He was like 22, 23 years old. But after that, was that a shock? It was.
It was a huge shock. Yeah. Because he was like super young. I think Braun would be a good shock. Like, oh shit. Like he's the new world champ, The CM Punk belt, not the Cody belt. I feel like the Cody belt is like, that's like the Superman belt.
You know what was my favorite teaser they did during Survivor Series? The Jinder Mahal one that everybody started freaking out and saying, "Oh my God, Jinder Mahal's coming back. He's a secret guy on the team."
Imagine if he's the dude in the hoodie.
Dude, you know what? I don't care what anybody says. That run was so good.
Oh, the Modern Day Maharaja?
The Modern Day Maharaja, when he won that title, I loved everything about it because people got so angry, and that was the entire point of that return. But do you know what the other story was here that nobody talks about? Do you remember how he came back? He got fired, right? They cut contracts, and they brought him back with that initial group. Like they were trying to get everybody and anybody because they needed more talent for SmackDown. They were looking for new talent for SmackDown, like unique talent. That's why the Headbangers showed up. Remember that?
Yes.
We had the Headbangers. I'm on
That's
you.
Right,
Sorry,
yes.
Rich. The cameras are all off, so I've had the camera on you this entire time.
Oh, awesome.
They had the Headbangers come. They had Jinder come, and it was like a couple other people. The money that they offered was and I don't know if this is specific to gender.
Oh boy.
They were offering sub $100,000 for people to come back to the company.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not going to name who took the deal, who didn't take the deal. I know a lot of people that did not go back there, and they were offered something abysmally low, and it was numerous people. Jinder's a great example. Now, I don't know how much money he took coming back, but the guy went away, got in great shape, came back, and he would have been a guy that would have never been.
Yeah.
If this was on Poly Market, I would have put so much money on it, and I would have become so wealthy.
Yeah, that's hysterical.
This guy just came back, and they gave him the title just as like a look what it could happen if you put in the work and you come back to us.
And you come back extremely shredded.
Extremely shredded and jacked.
Well, I think we were the only ones who liked that run. Number 2, we have a super chat here from Andrew Brown 9981. Here's a good shock. 2012 New Japan New Beginning. Rainmaker wins. Okada wins the titles for the first time.
Hold on. 2012 New Beginning shocker. Rainmaker win. Yeah, that was a shocker.
Yeah.
Was it at New Beginning?
Yeah, it was at New Beginning. It was February of that year. I think it was New Beginning.
I'm trying to remember that card. Yeah, he beat Tanahashi for the title. I remember that. Yeah, it was New Beginning. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was in his 20s, I think, at that point.
He was
Okada's not even 40 yet. Everybody.
Yeah. Look at this. This card is a blast from the past. Wild card.
What was the card?
Naito versus Nakamura, Okada versus Tanahashi, Masato Tanaka versus Hiroki Goto.
Wow.
Bad Intentions. Remember Bad Intentions? What was it?
Oh,
it was
yeah.
Kojima and Tenzan defeated, as it's listed, Giant Bernard and Carl Anderson. Not Doc Gallows, not Luke Gallows. Giant Bernard.
Yep.
He had another giant guy with him.
Yeah.
Wow, I forgot Matt Bloom was there. Oh, yeah, and then he came back as Tenzan.
Yep, and feuded with John Cena. We're kind of
Why
bringing
did they
full
make this guy?
there.
Why did they make this guy with a dick piercing into a Japanese guy when he came back?
You know what? I liked it. I liked it. I liked
Did
it when
you?
he came back as Lord Tenzon. I thought it was fun. I was like, oh shit, because we followed him at that point in New Japan.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
he
we were
was
watching
doing-
New Japan at that time.
He was doing great stuff as Giant Bernard, and oh shit, like they brought it back as Lord Tenzon. Awesome.
I think he left right after this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he left. When was it? 2014 he left?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Paige traveling. I can't read what this says. Traveling Gypsy something. Paige winning the title on her first night is a good shocker.
That was a good shocker. Yeah. Brock versus Gunther at Mania. I would love that, actually. That's the path I would go down for sure.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Look at it. The chat's on fire today. I like this.
Chat is going bananas today. Yeah.
You know
Keep
where
it
I'm
coming,
going?
guys.
I'm going to lunch after this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm going
Where?
To lunch. I'm going to go see Diana.
Where's she working now?
No, she's not working. I'm just getting lunch with her.
Oh, you're just getting lunch with her?
Yeah.
All right.
We're getting some
'Cause
ramen.
Oh, very nice. Are you going to that spot on Bell? Are you going to
Yeah.
Nippon Cha?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Great spot.
It's good weather for it too.
Great weather for it.
It's all rainy and shit.
All right, let's go to Monday Night Raw. You want to go into Monday Night Raw?
Yes.
I thought
Monday
this
Night
Raw was better than that pay-per-view.
It was a jam-packed Raw.
Yeah, I like Raw better than the show. Better than Survivor Series.
Rhea Ripley and Io Sky are basically saying they're coming for the women's titles. Charlotte and Alexa said they want a rematch for the belts before that happens. They both agree to a tag match.
All right.
Great.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, one thing. Charlotte looked great on the at Survivor Series. I thought she was fantastic.
She did. She's such a perfectionist, and it always comes across on TV. How do you feel about both companies doing simultaneous women's tag stuff?
It doesn't bother me when both are doing it. I like what AEW is doing for the tournament. I think you need to do something. Having a Charlotte Flair in the tag division for the women's matters. I think that's a positive. I think Alexa too. You have two former world champions in this. Big positive.
Paul Heyman and Braun Breaker met with Adam Pearce. Heyman said he had no idea who was under the mask. Saying they needed to talk about Braun Breaker pinning CM Punk. No, Paul Heyman, no idea. Dean Ambrose.
Oh, it's Dean Ambrose. He's back.
Dean Ambrose broke the internet. It's Dean Ambrose.
You know what I hated out of everything? You want my obsessive compulsive disorder that got triggered?
Please.
The way this fucking guy leaped out of the ring after he did the little the small super kick, and then he did the curb stomp, and this guy flew out of that ring. He leaped out of that ring.
That's what makes me think it's Grayson Waller.
It was too goofy.
That guy could jump.
Yeah, I mean he does.
And he talks like this.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does talk like that.
I would love it if he was part of the crew and really leaned into the Australian accent, and it was just like, it's me and Paul Heyman.
There's somebody I work with, like one of my clients' people. And the reception, I guess, his personal assistant is Australian, and she has the heaviest Australian accent to the point that it's like she's speaking a different language.
You can't hardly understand it.
I can't understand. I could only understand like every third word that this woman says to me. And I've never suffered like that. That's another thing, by the way. That is something I've discovered. The older you get, the worse you get at decrypting English with an accent.
Oh, interesting. That's fascinating.
I don't understand my father at all anymore.
What are you saying to me?
I don't understand a word this man's saying to me. Yeah. So I don't know. I think it's obviously it's going to be Austin Theory, but maybe they may change it. I think they'll swerve people and just change it. You don't need to know who it is yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless it's supposed to be him, which I think is a pretty anticlimactic thing. We had the last time is now forever tournament semifinals. LA Knight beat Jey Uso.
Very interesting.
I think Jay's turning heel.
Okay. Will it stick, though?
I don't know. I think he needs to go back in that tag team. Him and his brother need to be a tag team.
Do you want to take the super chat real quick?
Yeah, take it.
MG, can you put this on the screen? There we go. Wrestle Kingdom 19. After Okada versus Tanahashi final, does Okada continue to go between AEW and New Japan? Yeah, probably.
I think no. I think no.
Yeah?
I think they're gonna. It's a one-off. I think that's a one-off. I think Takeshita will be there.
Yeah. I do think having Okada doing something will pop the territory a little bit because it's in need of a little.
Dude, did you see the ticket sales? They've opened up more ticket sales. It's gonna be a sellout, whatever that number is. But they're gonna have well over 45,000 people in that building.
Second part of that question: Briscoe versus Darby for the TNT title would be epic. When? I would love that. I'd like to see that feud. Yeah,
one of them has to turn. I mean, it doesn't matter in AEW. AEW does face versus face matches all the time.
Yeah.
I would love that. I would love that match.
They do get away with good face versus face matches. I feel like WWE has been having a hard time with that lately.
I'm loving this chat today. Keep hitting us up with those questions.
It's good stuff, guys.
Bailey and Lyra met with Adam Pearce. However, they were interrupted by the Kabuki Warriors. Asuka blamed Bailey for their loss at War Games and said she was nothing. Bailey wasn't even in the match.
Which is hysterical.
I like that. Judgment Day. I like this segment too. Dominic, Finn, Roxanne, Raquel, JD McDonough, and Liv Morgan. There was a segment to celebrate Dominic regaining the Intercontinental title and Liv Morgan's return. Liv declared that they were coming for everything, and that was theirs, and that Judgment Day runs Raw. Morgan then slapped Dominic before hugging him. So is that her thing now?
Yeah.
I want someone to
She's
do
a dominatrix.
Is she a dominatrix? Is she a dominatrix?
Well, I just got the gross shivers when he said that.
I know. He said it. He said it, and I repeated it like an idiot.
He's said it all
jokes
weird,
now.
Man.
Oh, look at Jackie Martling over here. Jackie the Joke Man Martling. I'm going to pot him up. Hey, you want to write some more jokes that are going to bomb?
Was that on the air, or was it that just in art?
No. It was in my ear.
Absolutely.
That was in my ear. Now he's on the air. Because now I need to rectify that terrible joke that I fed.
It reminded me of something.
No, I said it. I said it on the air. They heard me.
Oh, did they?
heard me say
Okay.
it.
Thanks, Jackie.
You're off the hook.
Yeah. That reminded me of something weird.
Go ahead. I was gonna say we need a Gary. We need an MG puppet.
Oh my God, yes. The way he said it reminded me of something weird at Comic-Con. So we were gathering our stuff by one of the booths, and right next to us was, Megan, the movie?
Yeah.
About the doll. Right next to us was a case with a life-size Megan, right? That you could win. And we're packing our stuff up, and some guy comes up to me and he's like, "Hey, excuse me, could I take a picture of Megan?" And I was like, "Oh, we're not working the booth. Like, we're not in charge of this. You can do whatever you want."
Yeah.
And he looks at the thing and he goes, "Ooh, Megan." And then I looked at my wife and was like, "Ooh, you heard that? That's real fucking gross. We got to get the hell out of here." It was the same tone that MG just used.
Oh, he was a dominatrix. She's a I like this. I don't know where they're going with this, but obviously this is they've been teasing this breakup for like 2 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Very slow burn for the Judgment Day.
Natty was shown training with Maxine Dupree in a vignette.
Yeah, so they're training, and essentially, like, Natty's trying to teach Maxine how to work. And then they went in the ring. Maxine like pinned her, or did something. I can't remember now. And then was like, "Okay, let's do it again." So I guess they're working together.
Yeah. AJ Styles and Dragon Lee defeated the New Day with Grayson Waller.
Did you see this?
Titles. Yes. Yeah.
Did you see the spot?
Fantastic. Yes.
AJ Lee retains the tag titles. For people who don't know, was it Xavier they had? Or was it Kofi that was on the ropes? It was Kofi. Kofi's like strung up on the ropes. Dragon Lee goes up, does like a curb stomp, like a stomp on his back. He jumps backwards. AJ catches him in a Styles clash. Dragon Lee leaps to the outside onto Xavier. Styles clash in the ring. 1, 2, 3. I thought this was so masterfully executed.
Good stuff.
Really great. I mean, AJ Styles is one of the greatest workers ever. There's no denying.
Oh, yeah.
And Listen, man, if Dragon Lee could get over? I mean, he has it. Could they make him into another Rey? I don't know. They've been trying to for 20-something years to get another Rey Mysterio. This was great.
It was interesting too because when Dragon Lee's contract came up, everybody and their mother was swearing he was going to go to AEW, and lo and behold, this guy shows up in NXT for a little bit.
Yeah, good move. Really,
very fascinating.
Braun Breaker cut a great promo. Did you see this? This was great.
Yeah. It's going to end CM Punk once and for all when he wins the WWE World title. I'm excited about this match.
Me too. Dude, that spot he took was gnarly. That Doomsday where he fell right on his neck. We didn't even talk about
how do you
that.
How do you feel about the barking?
He needs to bark more. More bark.
Just like really, really lean into it and go nuts.
I don't think no more speaking promos, just barks.
Just
make him into a dog. He's gonna come out on all fours.
The dog-faced dog man?
The dog-faced dog? Yeah, dog-faced dog
man. Jey Uso was interviewed backstage by Jackie Redmond saying he needed to look in the mirror. Now, if Jey Uso turns heel, he's going to lose all his merchandise sales because there's going to be no more eating.
No more eating, yeah. And that's a big problem. I think he should lean in and become more like his dad. I think he should put on the weight and come out in the thumb.
Oh, yeah.
And start dancing. I think that should be his next move.
Straight up Rikishi style?
Yeah. I'm into that. I would be really into that.
The last time is now tournament semifinal. Gunther defeated Solo Sikoa with Talatanga. Good match.
Yeah, so it's gonna be Gunther and LA Knight.
Great. Are they gonna swerve us and have LA Knight win and LA Knight's John Cena's final match?
I know everybody wants it to be Gunther. I kind of want it to be LA Knight. I'm like that. Yeah. They're both like that same generation, you know.
I wouldn't mind either, but I kind of really want to see the Gunther John Cena stuff. Have you noticed that Gunther's putting on more mass?
Yeah, he leaned out. Now he's putting on muscle.
Yeah.
He's fantastic.
Future big boy.
He is for sure. Good stuff. Kabuki Warriors attack both teams. So, was this the main event? Yeah. Rhea versus the Allies of Convenience, which is hysterical. It ended in no contest. Rhea and Io. Kabuki Warriors attacked both teams, causing the match to be thrown out. Bayley and Lyra tried to attack Kabuki Warriors, but Judgment Day, Morgan, Perez, and Rodriguez laid everybody out to end the show.
Great. Right. There was also that spot where Liv gave Roxanne the title. Say, no, you can be the champion.
Yeah, I saw
champ. That. So definitely she's going for the world title.
Yeah. Last time is now tournament set for SmackDown. Gunther versus LA Knight. That's the final. Braun Breaker to challenge CM Punk for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship on the 5th of January. This is the 1 year of the Netflix deal, and I believe it's in Brooklyn at Barclays.
Yep.
Here's the big story. TNA. They've announced the deal with AMC, which is a Dolan network.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. It's a Dolan network. AMC, MSG. What else does he own? Cablevision, right? He started Cablevision.
Mm-hmm.
They got a deal on AMC Thursdays at 8. They debut on the 15th. What do you make of this?
I think it's very interesting, and I feel like if you can, it automatically makes me think of Ring of Honor.
Okay.
You know, that's where my brain is going. Where like if TNA can get a TV deal on AMC
Thursdays at 9. My apologies. They moved the time.
Okay, why can't Ring of Honor get the same thing? That's where my head goes. I think this is good for TNA. I think this is great for the talent on TNA. There's a lot of young talent on that roster that need to be showcased, you know? And I feel like now our familiarity with TNA is the former WWE guys who were there, you know, which kind of makes it more fun to watch, you know, like your Dolph Zigglers, your Hardys, all those guys, you know?
Yeah. I think this is interesting. I mean, I think this is a positive. 9 to 11, the time I was just corrected. I appreciate that. 9 to 11. It's now Thursday Night Impact. That's what it's called. The show.
Interesting.
I don't, is it in more homes? Yes, it's in a lot more homes, and it's a lot more front and center. AMC versus Access are two very different things. Access, I can't even remember how many homes they're in. Maybe 45 million, 40 million. This is in 60 million. It's crazy how that number has dwindled. It dwindles around 3 to 5 million subscribers a year. I mean, it really is hemorrhaging cable viewership. But, I don't know what they could do. I got to look at the numbers for AMC and what they're doing. This is a channel that had The Walking Dead.
Yep.
It had Breaking Bad. What is it now? What's their flagship now?
That's a good question. But it's also being bundled with a lot of services. So my AMC subscription is bundled with my cable subscription. So I don't have to pay any extra.
No. Yeah, you're bundled in.
But I'm bundled in. You can watch old Mad Men's, which are amazing if you haven't seen any.
Let's see.
You can watch Dragula.
What is their big flagship right now?
The big show right now is Talamasaka.
Talamasaka?
MASSCA.
The Secret Order. Talamasca. It's an Anne Rice. It's an Anne Rice story.
It's a sexy Anne Rice story.
Is it? Okay. They got The Walking Dead.
And the Daryl Dixon story from Walking Dead.
They got a Walking Dead still. Really, not much. So whatever this is going to be a positive for them.
Yeah. And I'd be more apt to watch it on AMC
than you would on Access, or
TNA.
try to find it. Try to find it on Access.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is a positive. Could they get? Will they get 300,000 viewers a show? I don't know. I don't know what they'll be capable of doing here.
Yeah. This also means that there's more days of the week to watch wrestling with Raw on Monday, NXT on Tuesday, AEW on Wednesday, TNA on Thursday, SmackDown on Friday, Collision on Saturday. What's the Sunday pay-per-views, right?
Sunday pay-per-views or Saturday pay-per-views, yeah.
Yeah.
Ring of Honor also, Thursdays. It's a lot. It's a lot of wrestling. A lot of wrestling. I hope this is good for them. I think it's healthy to have more wrestling. I think it's really healthy that they exist. Obviously, their close relationship with WWE does not hurt.
Exactly. Do you think that greased the wheels a little bit on this deal?
100%. 100%. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know what their number is that they're looking for, because I have to look at the station numbers. But, AMC Network, it's a Dolan property, This is now in that little circle of AMC, BBC America, IFC, Shudder, Sundance, these are all part of that. It's a network where they're losing revenue. But I think having something like this, listen, first run live programming, and it's going to be live most of the time. There's nothing that you could find. It's wrestling 24/7. There's no other product that you're guaranteed at least 52 weeks or 48 weeks or 50 weeks of live content. There's nothing else on the planet other than the news that could produce content like that. There's no sports franchise that produces year-round.
Isn't that wild?
$10 million a year rights deal. They should be pretty happy at $300,000 to $500,000 on AMC. I think if they were doing $500,000 on AMC, they're going to be thrilled. I mean, that's a blockbuster number for them. 300,000 is a high number too. When you look at cable viewership here, Rich is going to fall asleep here. When you look at cable viewership, you can't compare it to the past. You can't compare anything to the past. When you're talking about viewership, I could tell you that people at Warner were very happy with the numbers for the pay-per-view on Max because it was growth again. The third time there's growth, and there's substantial growth. I mean, not substantial, not meaning like, oh my God, they're in the hundreds of thousands of viewers on Max, but they are seeing a nice growth of it. if this was 20 years ago, if you're talking sub 100,000 buys on the streaming platform, you would say, "Oh my God, nobody's watching." But today, it's a very different it's a very different world. Media consumption has changed. Your eggs are not in one basket anymore. Measurability is something that is all over the place. You're calculating these numbers. You're not just looking at, you're doing some voodoo to get to where you are. And they're all doing it. By the way, John Alba was the one that put the story out there. So kudos to our friend John. We saw him last week.
Sweet boy, John Alba.
Sweet boy, John Alba. Yeah, so there's a lot of wrestling. And then here's one. If you want to watch OVW YouTube, is on YouTube Tuesdays and Thursdays. NWA on Roku Tuesdays. Evolve on Tubi on Wednesdays. Spectrum just got Access TV this year. It was part of the lineup. So TNA now moving. Yeah, so, I mean, there's so much wrestling.
There's a lot of wrestling. And are they still doing that Legends WWE show?
I don't know. Oh, the LFG?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's a nutty show.
Too much.
Have you watched any of that?
I watched some.
It's very interesting.
I don't even have... If I'm going to consume more wrestling, it has to be something better. You know?
Okay. Fair enough. The Saturday, we're getting a NXT show, NXT Deadline, Saturday, December 6th.
Yeah, and we're also getting Ring of Honor on Friday.
Getting Ring of Honor Final Battle on the 5th. Do you want to go through the card for NXT?
Yeah, go through it.
Women's Iron Survivor Challenge saw Ruka versus Lola Vice versus Kalani Jordan versus Jordan Grace versus Kendall Gray. 3 matches so far. Men's Iron Survivor Challenge, Javon Evans versus Leon Slater versus Joe Hendry versus Dion Lennox and Miles Bourne. And your main event, NXT Championship match, Ricky Saints versus Obafemi.
Fine. Great.
And
then on the other hand, this Ring of Honor card has about 80,000 matches.
It's stacked, man. You have the finals for the Women's Pure Championship Tournament. Sammy and the Beast Mortos versus Tom Billington and Adam Priest for the vacant Ring of Honor tag titles. Ricochet defends against TBD, Turnbuckle Dan. ROH
Allen,
six-man
Turnbuckle
tag.
Allen.
Turnbuckle Allen. ROH six-man tag team champions. Shane Taylor Promotions defend against Skyflight. It's Scorpio Sky, Dante Martin, and Darius Martin. The Pure Champion Lee Moriarty versus Nigel McGuinness in a 30-minute Iron Man match.
This came out of nowhere. Yeah,
it came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Ring of Honor Women's World Champion Athena defends against Persephone. Mercedes Moné defends against Red Velvet, and the ROH World Champion Bandito defends against Sammy Guevara, who's doing double duty, Hechicero, Commander, the Beast Mortos, and Blake Christian in a Survival of the Fittest match.
Cool. Great.
I think you should put that title
Mortos is also doing double. Mortos is also doing double duty here.
Put that belt on Mortos, man.
Dude, I love
add to
him.
his mystique.
I love him. He's a lawyer.
Is he really?
Yeah. Or he's
fantastic.
in law school.
Or
he's in law school. One of them.
Yeah, he's doing something.
I think he's done now. Yeah.
Here is the current lineup for Dynamite for Wednesday. AW Women's Tag Team Tournament semifinals continues. Hardcore Holiday Deathmatch. Timeless Tony Storm. The Timeless Love Bombs with Mina Shirakawa versus Megan Bayne and Marina Shafir. Samoa Joe and Eddie Kingston have a face-to-face.
Awesome.
You got a Gold League Continental Classic match. Kyle Fletcher, which is 1-0, 3 points, against Kevin Knight, that's 1-0 with 3 points. You got Claudio Castagnoli with 3 points. He's 1-0 against John Moxley. That's 1-0 with 3 points.
Great.
And you have Okada, who has 0 points, against Pac,
0 points.
that has 3 points. So this is a big line. I mean, this is actually a very good lineup for this show.
Very strong.
Yeah. AEW Revolution was announced to take place at Crypto Arena, which is the Staples Center. All right.
Yeah.
Great. Guys, Q&A time. Submit your questions in the chat, and we will do our best to answer them for the next 10 or so minutes.
Yes, we have 10 minutes to answer your questions. Super chats will always get answered first. It seems like we have a lively chat today, guys, so let's go. MG.
Ask anything, personal or not personal. I'll answer any
Andrew.
question today. Yeah.
Here we go.
Uh-huh.
Andrew, can you tell us more later about what the Dolans with MSG, etc., getting into TNA Wrestling TV might mean, if anything?
I don't know. We'll see. I think it means something if they do really well.
Yeah.
I think that's when it'll mean something. And I would anticipate that first show is going to be very loaded with a lot of people. I would anticipate people from WWE to be there, obviously, NXT.
For sure.
The real story is going to be in about 6 weeks. That's going to be the trend. You're going to start seeing what that trend for that number is after about 6 weeks. I don't know. I don't know what that number to expect is because cable changed. Viewership has changed. The way that they measure viewership has changed. So, you know, if they do 500,000, I would be doing backflips.
I would love to see that. I would love to see you do a backflip.
I haven't done a backflip in about 25 years, dude. I don't think I bend that way anymore.
It just crumple.
I would just go back and break.
Just fall backwards and that's it.
Just fall backwards. That's it. Yeah, I don't know. Listen, if they're doing great business, then I anticipate they're going to be running, you know, the Garden Theater, and they're not going to run MSG.
Right.
I mean, I don't think financially they would be able to.
MG, you got another one on deck for us? Will we finally get CM Punk versus Ricky Saints?
Oh, yeah, eventually. Do they get along? Don't they get along? No, they get along.
I think they get along. I think everybody gets along with everybody.
I think we'll see that.
You know, you have to let your shit go, right?
I don't think
if you
people
want to.
But people can't. You got to let all your shit go. That's what I've learned later in life. You want happiness? You want to not sit on the fucking internet and yell at people over pro wrestling all day long for 12 hours a day and tell them that
exactly
they don't know what they're talking about because your opinion is the only one that matters. That is a very unhealthy way of living.
Yeah, for sure. We got a question here from Bush and Ryu Cat, Andrew and Steve. My name's not Steve.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, Steve. What was the last action figure model you bought, wrestling or any?
They're probably behind me. What is the last one that I bought? Okay. Steve, which one did you buy last? What did you buy last while I try to figure this out?
I'm Steve. I went to a figure convention about a month ago, and I picked up a couple of things from the Mythic Legions fellas.
This is the last one that I got.
Yes. Age of Apocalypse Wolverine Funko.
Age of Apocalypse X-Men Alpha Funko, yeah. I got that one. Yeah. That's the last one. Last figurine. Last doll that I've bought for my studio.
We got a good one here from Brian Knight for hashtag #AskBeyondTheBell. Which free agents should TNA sign for an AMC debut?
Dude, first of all, can I go back for a second? You are Steve.
How am I Steve?
Look at your shirt.
I know it says STV316.
It's Steve. Yeah, that's your Steve. You walk around with random names on your shirt.
Yep. I got a shirt that says Lou in the back somewhere.
Which free agent should sign? I don't know. Who's Andrade? Could he go there? I would imagine Andrade would be a name. I don't know who's a free agent right now that's sitting in limbo.
Yeah, I don't even know anymore. Like everybody's kind of scooped up, right? Andrade would be funny though.
Andrade would be really funny.
If somehow like he could work the deal because it's streaming and not on television.
Jericho?
If that makes sense. Oh man, Jericho would be nuts.
He finally shows up in TNA after 20-something years of teasing it.
Killer Cross?
Killer Cross, that's another good. That's a good one actually.
Bubba Dudley.
Bubba's associated with them for sure.
Yeah.
They'll do something big. Eric Bischoff should show up and just do a redo.
Oh my God.
Marco
who else
Stunt's
is left,
showing
man?
up. Yeah, Marco Stunt's gonna show up.
Who else is left?
It's free agent. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like there's gonna be some like low key surprising things happening because like you don't know the status of everybody's contract in AEW. I feel like it's more prominent to know the status of contracts in WWE. You know? But the AEW has such a thick roster that you don't know when these guys' contracts up.
Yeah, I don't know who will be available.
Braun Strowman to TNA.
I think you'll have some of those guys show up for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a lot of WWE talent. Danhausen.
Danhausen.
Yeah.
Braun Strowman doing some choo-choo shit.
Danhausen would be a fantastic WWE property.
Danhausen in NXT, I think, would be phenomenal. And think of the merch. The merch would rock.
Yeah.
All right, what else do we got here, MG? Okay.
With Saturday night's main event on December 13th featuring NXT versus WWE matches, what matches would you like to see? I want to see Obafemi and Brock Lesnar.
Yes.
No one else.
Going to get that, but if Obafemi, it has to be on that show, or it's a crime.
Yeah, yeah. Is he on that show as the NXT champ though?
Maybe.
Maybe that'll be big too. Yeah, they could do that. I don't know. I think maybe they'll do. Man, I would have been good if you had like NXT champ versus WWE champ.
That would be fun. Ricky Saints versus CM Punk,
or
that's where you get it.
Or Cody.
Cody versus Ricky Saints. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Obafemi versus Cody would also be fun. I think a lot of these guys can mesh extremely well with each other. Because
they're all part of the same system. Everybody's part of the same system now, so it's so much easier.
Sprinkle some Hardy Boys in there. Fantastic.
I do think that WWE in the next couple of years are going to allow a lot of talent to go do non-AEW things. They'll be all over the place. Yeah.
I still say John Cena should have won that AAA title off of Dominic.
I 100% agree with you. I think he should have won that.
Bust out a few, have a straight up, one or two straight up lucha matches. John Cena versus Vikingo.
Oh my!
Would love to see
Brian
that.
Knight has a good one.
No, I want to see. I want to see
screen.
Javon Evans versus Dom. Javon wins the IC title. Yeah, that would be great too.
That would be excellent. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be really good.
Let's do one more.
Yeah, let's do one more.
MG, can you find a good one?
Oh, I can find one, but I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to answer this.
Did you think Zeta Steel, Maya World, and Heian will be signed with AEW?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything about about the women's side and who they're looking to sign.
Yeah,
I've heard a lot of good stuff about Maya World. I don't know. I cannot answer that one.
Yeah. But you never know. You never know where I can see Zeta Steel going to NXT.
I could see that. Where is she now?
She was part of the
WWE ID. She was on Evolve.
She was part of the ID stuff. Yeah, she was on Evolve. But if that's not happening anymore.
Yeah, she wrestled last TV match was October 22nd. I don't know. We should go back to MLW. She could do something there.
Now, is that a separate contract?
It is.
She was signed with the WWE.
They're part of the ID deals.
Could she show up on NXT?
Yeah, but they would have to probably sign her again.
Right, right.
Know?
It's so
no, I think under an ID they could do a one-off and then they'll eventually sign.
Okay.
My God, she's born in 2003. I feel old.
Does that make you feel nuts?
Makes me feel crazy.
Yeah, we were born in the last century.
We were born in the last century, yeah.
MG was born 2 centuries before us.
Yeah, he's been alive for a very, very long time.
1895.
He's the start of the Revolutionary War.
Yeah.
He's the guy that threw the shit over the boat.
I started it.
Yeah, he threw all the
Ben
tea
Franklin. This guy knew Ben Franklin.
You knew Ben Franklin, dude?
I did.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it.
What a snappy comeback.
Yeah.
I don't want to help him fly the kite.
He helped him fly the freaking kite. That was his idea. All right.
All right, let's take this last one and then we're done
let's
for
do it.
Brian Knight.
All right.
Okay, this one.
Yeah, rumors are Netflix might be the favorite for WWE Studios and streaming. Could we see Raw and AEW on the same platform for a bit?
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say you're not. They're not gonna be on the same platform. Maybe the same parent company, but it's gonna get tricky. You know, like it's a shrinking market. I think that's the biggest thing. You know, WWE has their paws into everything. They have a work relationship with Paramount now through TKO. They obviously have the relationship with NBC Universal. They have the relationship with Netflix. You know, AEW, they have the show on CW. AEW, you know, is very much in the Warner bucket.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the future of Warner Media is. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's too tumultuous with the sales. But, I mean, people aren't freaking out. I'll tell you that. I don't think this is like a big, oh, my God, what's going to happen to us? They have a contract. They're going to do it. They deliver solid numbers. They are an important cable property for Turner, for sure. And, you know, they're building their portfolio with Amazon, too. They have a good relationship with Amazon. And if all things go to shit, you know, they'll at least have some other options. Somebody will pick them up, if anything.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't see a, you know, a cancellation happening. I don't see that.
Right.
But, you know, you're guaranteeing a 500,000 or so viewers live every Wednesday night from 8 to 10. That's a rarity in cable. Out of all the thousands of shows and hundreds of shows, only a handful could do that, and it's worth a lot of money to a lot of people. First one programming.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I hope that helped. All right, guys. Yeah. That's it. We're out of here. We'll see y'all next week. We'll see you on Friday. You want more? Andrew and Rich. Tune in on Friday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern. YouTube.com/MadmanPodcast. Check us out there. See y'all next time. Bye-bye.